Hello students, in this video we will study the different pharmacokinetic models and what is pharmacokinetic model. So the drug movement within the body is a very complex process. So for this we have a different mathematical terms and mathematical expression to describe the concentration of drug into the body from its entry to its exit. So a simple approach can be applied to interpret to describe the data obtained during the in vivo drug disposition. The two major approach for this quantitative study of various kinetic processes are: one is the model approach, means model dependent, and another one is the model independent, which is also called as non-compartment. So first of all, we will classify the methods for the analysis of pharmacokinetic data. They are broadly classified into two. One is the model approach and another one is the model independent approach, that is a non-compartment approach or analysis. So model approach are again classified into the compartment model, physiological model and distributed parameter model. So the compartment model are again classified into mammillary model and catenary model. So later we will discuss detail this what is mammillary model and catenary model. So as per a physiological model, it is totally based upon the physiological conditions: perfusion limited model and diffusion limited model. Next, the distribution parameter model and model independent approach or simply a non-compartment analysis. So first of all, we will discuss the pharmacokinetic model approach. So in this approach, models are used to describe the changes in the drug concentration in the body with respect to the time. The pharmacokinetic models provide the concise means of expressing the mathematically or quantitatively the time course of drugs throughout the body and gives the meaningful pharmacokinetic parameters. Means by this pharmacokinetic model, one can reach to the final experimental data by using a different models, which gives a short information about the quantitatively the time course of a drug throughout the body. So what are the applications of these pharmacokinetic models? Characterizing the behavior of a drug in a patient, means what is the characteristics of that drugs which are given to the patients. Predicting the concentration of drug in various body fluids with any dose, means you may give a single dose, you may give a multiple dose. We can predict the concentration of drug inside the body to the various organs, means how much quantity of drug is received by any organ or a body fluid. Predicting the multiple dose concentration curve from a single dose experiment. Next, evaluate the risk of toxicity of any drugs, means one can evaluate the risk toxicity, that is toxic level of any drugs, by this pharmacokinetic model. Correlation of plasma concentration with the pharmacological response and evaluating the bioequivalence between the different formulation of the same drugs, means those containing same API with the different formulation, one can evaluate the bioequivalence study by this pharmacokinetic model. So the types of pharmacokinetic models are compartment model, it is also called as empirical model. Physiological models are also a realistic model and distributed parameter models are also a realistic model. So one by one we will discuss the different types of pharmacokinetic model. First one is the compartment model. So these are the most commonly used approach to the pharmacokinetic characteristics of the or characterization of the drugs. Means these compartment models are traditionally and mostly and widely utilized for the tracing out the characteristics of the drugs. These models simply interpolate the experimental data and allow an empirical formula to estimate the concentration of drug with the time. Compartments are nothing but these are the hypothetical concept and assumptions in nature and based on the following assumptions. The body is represented as a series of compartments arranged either in a series or in a parallel to each other and which communicate reversibly with each other. Means if we want to simply explain what is compartment model, the compartment modeling is nothing but it is a hypothetical assumptions. The body is considered as a series of consisting of series of a compartment. They may be arranged in a parallel order or they may be arranged in a serial order. And each compartment is not a real physiological or anatomic model but a fictitious or a virtual one and considered as a group of tissue which have the similar group of drug distribution. तो इसमें क्या किया जाता है कि जितने भी हमारे बॉडीज में ऑर्गन्स है उसको कंपार्टमेंट कंसिडर किया जाता है और ईच ऑर्गन्स में इक्वली ड्रग क्या होता है डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होता है, ऐसा इसमें अजम्पशंस किया जाता है. द रेट ऑफ ड्रग मूवमेंट दैट इज एंट्री एंड एग्जिट इज डिस्क्राइब्ड बाय फर्स्ट ऑर्डर काइनेटिक. So depending upon whether the compartments are arranged in a parallel or in a series, they are categorized into two. First one is the mammillary model and second one is the catenary model. So first we will discuss about the mammillary model. This model is the most common types of compartment model and used widely in a study of pharmacokinetics. So it consists of one or more peripheral compartment. इसमें एक या एक से ज़्यादा peripheral compartment रहते हैं which is connected to the central compartment. Means in this one central compartment is there and to the central compartment one or more peripheral compartment are arranged like a manner similar to a connection of a satellite to a planet. The central compartment consists of a plasma and a highly perfused tissue such as lung, liver and kidney. So in this central compartment is considered as a plasma or a blood with a highly perfused tissue which is rapidly equilibrate with the drug. मीन्स उसमें का जो प्लाज्मा है along with the drug वो रैपिडली क्या हो जाता है इक्विलिब्रेट हो जाता है और डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाता है. Elimination also occurs from this compartment means as soon as the entry and elimination process is also rapidly takes place. The peripheral compartments or a tissue the peripheral compartment is denoted by a number that is 2 and 3. Means one number is given to the central compartment and to the central compartment the peripheral compartment are attached. They are given number 2, 3 and 4. Are those with a less vascularity. ये peripheral compartment जो रहता है वो less perfused and less vascularity and poor perfusion. Movement of drug between the compartment is defined by characteristics first order rate that is constant K. The subscript direction of a drug movement shows K1 and 2 means movement of drug from a first compartment towards the second compartment and reversely that is K2-1 that is movement of drug from the compartment 2 towards the compartment 1. So here we have the different model example that is model first one compartment open model IV administration. So what happens here, there is no absorption because there is a intravenous administration. There is no absorption process. The drug is directly administered into the systemic circulation. So this is a central compartment. It is denoted 1. So from here central compartment the drug is eliminating. That is one compartment that is 1 to the 0. Next model 2. In this the one compartment open model but it is a extravascular route rather than the intravenous administration. But here the absorption process is there that is it is denoted by K01 from a 0 to the first compartment that is the central compartment and drug is eliminating from a or leaving or exiting from a compartment 1 that is central compartment towards the elimination. So model third two compartment open model. As earlier we have discussed the only one compartment here is the two compartment, that is compartment 1 and compartment 2. Again here the intravenous administration. Also there is no absorption phase because it is the intravenous administration. So this line indicates the movement of drug from a compartment 1, that is K1 to 2, that is compartment first to the compartment second, and reverse can also happen from the movement of drug from a compartment 2 to compartment 1, and here compartment 1 to the another compartment. This is two compartment open model intravenous administration. Model 4, the two compartment open model similar, but it is a extravascular administration. Here the absorption phase. So this is the absorption from the tissues towards the central compartment, that is highly vascularized tissue, compartment first and compartment 2. Next, model 5. Here is the 3 compartment model. It is same as to the 2 compartment model. Instead of 2 compartment, here is the 1, 2 and 3 compartment. Again here there is no absorption phase. We can see the direction of arrows, compartment 1 to compartment 2, compartment 2 to compartment 1, and compartment first to compartment third, and compartment third to the compartment first. Model 6 and the last model, that is a 3 compartment open model extravascular administration. Here the absorption phase, compartment 1 to 2, compartment 1 to compartment 3. So for IV administration, where R is equal to 2n minus 1, because there is no absorption phase, where n is the number of compartment. For extravascular administration, R is equal to the 2n, because extravascular, here is the 1 and here is the 2. Next, catenary model. So in this model, compartments are joined to one another in a series like compartment of a train. So इस catenary model में क्या होता है, the compartments are arranged in a serial model, 1, 2, 3, rather than a parallel model. So in case of mammillary model, the compartments are parallel to each other, but in case of catenary model, the compartments are arranged serially like a train engine with to the coaches. Okay. Hence this model is rarely used due to the not observable anatomically or physiologically. Various organs are directly linked to the blood components. So what are the advantages of this compartment modeling? It is a simple and flexible approach. It gives a visual representation of a various rate process involved in the drug disposition. It shows how many rate constants are necessary to describe this process. It is important in the development of dosage regimen. Next, along with the advantages, it having some disadvantages. This compartment modeling, the model is based upon the curve fitting of a plasma concentration with complex multi-exponential mathematical equation. Means it consists of multi-exponential mathematical equation. The model may vary within the study population. Means there is a variation between the subject to subject. The approach can be applied only to a specific drug under a study.